Welcome, Devil Sniper here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 4 of our unfinished business career mode with Nottingham Forest. As you know, we picked up Jacob Mellis on the transfer, or within the transfer window, so he's going to add some depth to that centre midfield position, which is much needed. We also made the conscious decision that after a 4-0 victory against QPR and a 3-0 victory against Bolton Wanderers on World Class, we would up it and leave it on Legendary. So hopefully, touch wood, the rest of this career mode is going to be exciting and I can deliver some exciting content and hopefully reach the playoffs on Legendary. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not 100% sure I'm Legendary good, and at the same time I think I'm too good for World Class, which is ironic because if you follow my Frankfurt career mode, I'm struggling on World Class with Frankfurt, but on Nottingham Forest I just seem to absolutely blow it away, which is it's one of those things I guess. As you can see, early doors anyway, Barnsley with the cross shot, Darlow palms it out for some reason straight to a Barnsley player who slots it home to give him the early lead. I was really disappointed. I thought Darlow could have taken it with both hands. He doesn't. He slots it straight to a Barnsley player, and the shot is straight over the top of him. He nearly gets a hand to it, which would have been a sensational save, but unfortunately he didn't. As you can see, some sloppy defending allows Barnsley in. Again, great opportunity, but thankfully they're punished because Darlow did come out really quickly there and managed to close the angle down. But a beautiful ball played into Patterson. Patterson chips the ball back across, and unfortunately great defending for Barnsley for us. They really were quite a dogged, resilient side. Very organised. More organised than I actually thought. And then an absolutely audacious, cheeky, optimistic shot from Barnsley. I know Darlow made a mistake, but I didn't think he was that bad, to be honest. There was a little bit of disrespect, but Gardner plays a beautiful ball into Patterson. Patterson with the first time strike. The Barnsley keeper parries it straight to a Barnsley player. The irony of that. Why couldn't Darlow do that for us? One of those things, I guess. But as we come up to half-time, we are still trailing 1-0 to that early goal. That early mistake by Darlow, some would say he's probably cold, but, I can't really forgive. He's a good goalkeeper, and I expect him to perform at the highest level all the time. Unfortunately, he didn't on that occasion. A beautiful ball over the top there, but unfortunately, we just didn't have the pace to latch onto it and cause Barnsley any issues. But Lehigh picking up that ball in the centre part, knocks it to Jacob Mellis. Mellis has some space, fires in the shot. The keeper looked like he misjudged it because he had to react very quickly at the last moment. But it wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. But a beautiful ball played into Abdoun. Abdoun just lacks that bit of strength. The Barnsley keeper just stands there, knowing that his centre-back is absolutely a boss and got it sorted out. And Barnsley on the counter-attack. A beautiful cross and a simplistic finish. We completely misread the situation. And unfortunately, we were punished for it. A great cross. We didn't close down the cross. Our defenders were sitting too far back inside the 6-yard box. No one was going towards the ball. Darlow was sent the wrong way. I mean, no one expected the centre forward to get to that and send him the wrong way, but he did, unfortunately, and that's the way the game finished. So the start on Legendary does not go down too well with a 2-0 loss to Barnsley. But that's one of those things. As I said, we will have to suck it and see and just hope that I can learn quickly to adapt to Legendary and hopefully push on and do the guys justice, because at this moment in time, I ain't doing shit. It's a really bad start to the season, in my personal opinion, but there we go. We're entering the last section of the transfer window. I'm happy with the players that we bought in. As you know, we bought in Gary Gardner, we bought in Adam Lafondra, and we bought in Jacob Mellis, who I think are some sensational signings. Speaking of sensational signings, look at the signings on the right-hand side. Suarez to Munich, Lewandowski has gone to Chelsea, and Mandzukic went to Roma. So we're going to go into the Capital One Cup game, and I decided to generally sim this. I don't know why. I wasn't 100% interested in the Capital One Cup. The FA Cup, I'm interested in. It'll be a nice break-up for the season, but the Capital One Cup wasn't really interested in. I'm more interested in getting on with the season, focusing on the season, delivering results for the season, because at the end of the day, we've got 2 seasons, or 1 season essentially, to get into that Premier League and then have a good season in the Premier League before FIFA 15, or we've got 2 seasons to try and break into that Premier League. I mean, touch wood, that doesn't happen. We do it at first time of asking. That's what we need to do. We need to do it the first time of asking. There's no room for error within this career mode. There's no room for error at all. There's just no room for error. I've got to be at the races every game. We come into a home game against Reading, a tough game. Reading are a decent side, to be fair. A very decent side. As you can see, the league table's not looking healthy. 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats. But I feel that we're good enough. I do feel we have the ability to push up the table. We've gone back to the 4-3-3. This time I'm dropping Lansbury into centre midfield role alongside Gardner and Seeing if that will give us any fruition. Hopefully it will change the complex of the way the game's played, but we'll have to wait and see. As you can see, it's Reading dominating possession, just literally making us run around like headless chickens. But a nice interception header there gives us the ball into Majewski. He feeds the ball into what looked like Lansbury, but it comes to Lafondra, and it's just Reading just closing us down, playing really dogged football, just breaking up play, but a beautiful ball fed through on the right-hand side. The defender just knocks our player completely. A great cross, Lafondra going for the header, but it was a simple clearance for Reading. They really were very, very stout and resilient in defence. We pick up the ball with Majewski. He looks to play the ball over the top. Unfortunately, the referee has the audacity to blow that half-time whistle, and we go in at half-time trailing 0-0. Reading really didn't offer too much in the attacking part of the field, the attacking third of the field. It was more us. We were definitely offering a lot more going forward. We just couldn't get any, telling through balls in. We were slightly off the pace, so I decided to change the formation, go for the 4-2-3-1, mix the team up, see if we can do some damage in that way. Stick Majewski in the camp, because I really do like Majewski. I think he's a sensational player. Drop Lansbury a fraction back and see if we can capitalise on the formation and the fact that we seem to be a better side. But as the second half started, Lafondra was just mistiming runs. I could argue that the Reading defence know him inside and out, and they were just stepping up at the right time, playing him offside, which was a little bit frustrating. But we push forward on that right-hand side again with Patterson. Patterson just got so much pace to burn. He's brilliant. Goes for the cross. It's blocked, but he still manages to retain the possession. Looks to try and get the crossing again. Loses it. Then picks the ball up, gets to the byline, pulls it back, and a fantastic, sensational header to give us a 1-0 lead. And a needed 1-0 lead from Lafondra in front of, I should say in front of the home fans. I was going to say in front of the Reading fans, but it wasn't. It was at the home end. But a beautiful ball, beautiful header. See how Lafondra just found some space? Dropped off the centre-back, found himself in acres of space and punished the Reading defence for allowing him that much space, which was absolutely sensational and a goal that we were in desperating need for, because we've just been completely and utterly dominated and closed out by Reading. Garner, as you can see, they're very impetuous on that. He's a bit overzealous within the tackle, but it's nice to see. I like my players to be physical and give as good as they get. I did panic as the Reading player went down. I did feel like we did pull him back and dragged him to the floor. The referee didn't feel the same way, which is fine. I was very chuffed with that. As you see, I made some changes. Majewski was looking a bit tired. I decided to take Abdun off because I didn't want to overplay him. We brought on Mackie, who's a very dogged player. He gives 110%. He may not score me a lot of goals, but he gives 110%. As you can see, he's breaking into the box, pulls the ball back to the edge of the area, well, just inside the edge of the area, and it's Gary Garner to score the first goal for the club. Sensational finish, a beautiful finish, and again, with the cheeky celebration. Yes, calm down, it's me. Me. What a beautiful play. Mackie with the ball back. He literally did fire that cross as if it was a shot. And it was a great control by Gardner and a simplistic finish. And just what the doctor ordered as we put Reading to the sword and distribute a 2-0 victory, which was very, very pleasing to say. Very, very pleasing. And that gives me the confidence to believe that perhaps I am good enough to play Legendary. Perhaps I am good enough to make this season exciting. Hopefully you believe the same as we get a bit of an inquiry from Greg Holford that he's not really been playing. He wants to play games. Well, I agree that you should be playing games, but you're just not at the level I'm expecting at this moment in time. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I will catch you later.
I used to dream about cars and things, about being a star and things. I thought that I would